Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Conversation starters, all right? Conversation starters. As I was explaining to you guys yesterday, I went to a team captain's day at Hard Rock Stadium out here in South Florida, Miami Gardens. And it was great to meet people and great to network. All right, network. Notice I didn't say schmooze, I said network. And when you're networking with high performing individuals, high class individuals, it's very important that you learn this skill of conversation starters. How would you start a conversation with a total stranger? I remember actually having, when I was a sales rep, so basically a sales counselor for LA Fitness, and luckily fortunate for me, I happened to be under one of the top guys at LA Fitness who became a VP. His name is Dupree Major, and I remember first meeting him, and the first thing he said to me to see if I was ready, basically put me through the interview process. He goes, how would you start a conversation with a total stranger? What exactly would you say? How exactly would you do that? And because of that skill, because of time and time, I've developed that skill of starting conversations with a total stranger. I gained a very, very valuable contact in regards to what it is I'm doing. And I reached out, actually yesterday, I followed up with her and her crew on LinkedIn. And I look forward to, things moving down the pipeline. And today, I want to talk to you guys today, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, I want to talk to you guys today about some tactics and some things you should be considering, some things you should be doing as you are in the process of getting to know folks, all right? I'll give you an example. Ironically, this was at an LA Fitness that I used to go to. I don't go to that LA Fitness anymore because I have to switch over to 24-hour fitness, but to Planet Fitness, because it is a 24-hour access, and with marathon training, you got to find the time. Even if you got to run all 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, you got to find the time to get your miles in. So, LA Fitness couldn't accommodate me when it comes to that. So I switched over, and of course, I think it's I save maybe like $30 a month or whatever it is. But anyway, there was this guy that used to work out every single morning at the LA Fitness that I used to go to right here on North Lake and out here in Palm Beach. And every single day, I'm talking every single morning, he'd walk in the same time as me, early in the morning, like brolic motherfucker, like real cut up guy, you could tell he's a regular in there and he takes his health seriously. But after every workout, he'd be in a 3-piece suit. I mean, just killing it. 3-piece suit, whether it's a brown suit, black suit, gray suit. The bottom line is every single morning he's in a 3-piece suit and off on his way to work or wherever it was. And I noticed that, in my mind, I'm curious. Again, you're talking to someone who hosts the #1 show on innovative teamwork, and I'm thinking about how to gauge this guy in a conversation because I'm constantly seeing it every single day. And it just so happens, here's what happens. Here's how I found out what he did. It wasn't a matter of me just asking him or, kissing his ass and, being all starstruck around him or anything like that. It was a very organic way of asking. I just looked at him, I said, man, you killing it with the suits every day, brother. I mean, this is after a couple of weeks of me seeing him every single morning. It's like, you doing it with the suits, man. And then his response to that, just that statement, man, again, it wasn't a question. Understand, it wasn't a question, it was a statement. It was a statement, a compliment, statement that he has to respond to, right? So he looks at me, he goes, hey, that's why I get to charge so much. That was his response. And then we got into a conversation. I found out he's an accountant and he runs his own accounting firm and he's doing some major things out here in South Florida, working with certain companies and things like that. And again, that was the last conversation we had. But at the same time, you learn a little bit about yourself. You learn a bit about how to network, how to engage people, how to make sure you're just doing the little things that are going to help you down the line. Because just that experience in itself help me, again, when I'm at Dolphins Cancer Challenge team captain day and I'm around other like-minded folks. I'm around other team captains and people that are in my line of work, in my industry. Again, just simply start a conversation, same way I started. So it's like, man, what do you do for your clients? Just basic, simple dialogue, all right? Major lesson today. Make sure if you need to rewind it, practice. In fact, the great way to do it is to just go practice on a total stranger right now. Go practice on someone you don't know. Try to engage them in a conversation and just see what happens. Just see what happens. The worst thing that's going to happen is you get told to go fuck off. But if you do it if you use the example I just gave you and you do it with a sense of finesse, a sense of strategic thought, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised at the amount of contacts and the amount of information you can gather with just one conversation, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into my world, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.